Welcome to the transformational webinar. I'm David Wong. And in this webinar, you're going to learn how to gain peace and clarity, have a fit body, sharp mind, lose weight, revive your health naturally, free from the dis-ease and align to your soul's purpose. There's a lot of things I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you how to feel incredible in every amazing way, become balanced, feel calm and grounded, feel happy, radiant, energetic, free from depression and anxiety. I'm going to show you how to start living pain-free naturally, be free from dis-ease, be self-sufficient and debt-free, and even increase your productivity so that you can increase your income or revenue. And so that you can also get back to doing what you love to do and fulfilling your heart's desire and life's true purpose. And importantly, you're going to learn how to manifest and create anything that you want into reality, how to be fully conscious, achieving higher by helping other people, and empowering yourself to manifest money, wealth, success, and freedom in your life. I'm going to show you in this webinar the one thing that you need for transformation. And there's going to be 3 secrets that I'm going to share with you today. The first secret is how to have true success and happiness in your life. Second secret, how to use meditation and how it transforms everything in your life from your mind to money. And the third secret is how you can use technology to automate and speed up your success journey. So who is David Wong? And you probably know me from YouTube. You probably know me from past webinar or from a video that you saw somewhere online or an image on Instagram. So who am I? Am I just another Asian hustler with a fancy suit and a fancy car? Well, hopefully by the end of this webinar, you can decide for yourself from what I'm going to share with you. So about me, I recovered from a chronic disease and illness. The doctors told me that there was no cure. The doctors told me that I had to be on medication for my whole life. It was a digestive disease, and it plagued me for over 10 years of my life. It debilitated my ability to function as a normal person. I couldn't go out. I had to stay in because I had to go to the washroom all the time. And that was the problem I had in my life. I had to stay home. I didn't go out, couldn't eat the things I wanted to eat. And I stayed home, became a hermit. And that was caused by some events in my life that were very traumatic. And but I was able to find a natural recovery method for that. And I'm so happy that now I'm completely healthy without any symptoms from that disease. And I can say that I was able to transform my life in the matters of health. What you also know, learn about me is that I'm also a martial arts and Qigong expert. I'm a self-made 7-figure earner entrepreneur. I'm a developer of the patent pending Qigong system, and I've been meditating since 10 years old. So you're going to find out how all that connects together to create this transformational system that I'm going to share with you today. So what do people say about David Wong? Let me share with you a few things. So people say, or these are my friends, and they say that he speaks the truth and he speaks from the heart. He is a genuine desire to help others maximize the. Also, David Sarita says, business genius and inspirational leader without the hype and the fluff. Stephen Sipes, he says, deep intuition, dynamic and powerful. So I'm very lucky to have very conscious and very good friends that I can share my life experiences with. And I'm very grateful for them to give me this feedback. So just as a disclaimer before we continue is that none of the statements I'm making here on this webinar are evaluated by the FDA. If there are any products or services that are mentioned here, they do not heal or do not cure any disease. And if there's also an earnings disclaimer, so every effort has been made to accurately represent the product, service, and its potential. There's no guarantee that you will earn any money using the techniques and ideas in this webinar. So here's my opinion on how I healed myself from an incurable disease. As I was saying, I was chronically ill for over 10 years of my life. And then I wanted to find a way to heal myself. So I tried different kinds of modalities. I tried traditional Chinese medicine, herbs, acupuncture. I tried conventional medicine, pills. I went to the specialist, and then I had to get exams done. And basically, bottom line was that there was no way to cure me, and I would have to live my whole life having this problem that I could not solve. And even with natural methods and holistic methods, I was only able to, let's say, reduce the symptoms by about 30%. And the holistic methods were very expensive. The herbs and all that treatment was very expensive. So I was looking out for a way to finally just get rid of this problem I had. And I was able to luckily encounter this technology that I'm going to share with you that you probably know about, which completely transformed my life. And in 90 days, the symptoms were gone. And I was able to live my life again. I was able to go out. I had way more energy. I had way more focus, because before my body was just so drained and so exhausted from being sick and just surviving every day. Every day I was so tired, and I had so much brain fog because of my condition, and I could not focus, and I could not do the things, and I was irritable. I was always so stressed out and grumpy, just because my body was just so exhausted, and so much energy was just going towards, being, surviving rather than thriving. So when I was able to remove all those symptoms after 90 days, and I would say my opinion is that I heal myself, but I just want to let you know that I'm not saying that this could heal you, but my opinion is that it healed me, and my life just completely transformed after 90 days. I was able to work and be happier. I felt a lot more confident because I was able to have more energy in my life. I was able to do more things. I was able to focus and get things done. I was in a better mood. My relationships improved, and it just went from there. And then now I am very happy with where I am right now. And I think I want you to know exactly how I did it. So that's my opinion on how I heal myself from this incurable disease. Now, you may also know that with disease comes mental issues such as depression, anxiety, stress, and panic attacks. You see, the mind and the body are connected, and they cannot be disconnected. That's what holistic medicine is all about. It's the whole part, seeing the body and the mind and the heart and the spirit as one whole. If one part of your mind is affected, it will affect your body. So I was going through depression because I had lost a large amount of money, and because I lost somebody that I loved, and I became depressed, and then that led to more sickness and more disease, and that led to a lot of stress because I was broke. So it becomes a downward spiral. And I think if you're on this webinar, you may have experienced this yourself. Circumstances cause you to have mental issues like depression, anxiety. You don't know how to deal with them, but you just keep on surviving. And I never gave up. And those things led to physical problems, as I explained. So how did I overcome those things? I was also $265,000 in debt. And I went from that to becoming self-reliant and very successful. But it took some time, and I learned a lot, and there's a lot of obstacles along the way. But now that I've made it through that struggle, made it through that difficult part of my life, I'm able to look back and I say, wait a minute, I didn't have to go through many of these things. There were things that I could have avoided. There are things that I could have done that would have sped up and expedited my journey and made it less hard and less difficult, less suffering for me to be able to become successful and self-reliant. So that's why I'm here. I wanted to show you how I was able to recover all those aspects in my life, recover from disease, recover from mental issues, anxiety and depression, and also recover from financial loss. So I hope that this really helps you. So you're probably asking, how did I get from there to here? But let me ask you first, are you facing some of these problems? Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling frustrated? Do you have anxiety? Do you feel depressed? Do you feel stressed out? You can't sleep, you have sleep problems. A lot of people telling me they can't sleep. You're not making enough money. You're working really hard, but you're not getting the result that you want. You may have chronic issues in your body, chronic pains. Maybe you've injured yourself and it's not healing the way that you want. And something's not improving about your health that you've been wanting to improve. You're feeling tired, getting burned out. Or if let's say you're in the transition point in your life, you don't know what you want to do. And you feel like you want to do something different, but you don't know what to do. There's so many options and you need guidance. Or you feel overwhelmed because you're doing so many things. You have your family, maybe you have pets, you have your own health, you have your spouse, you have your partner you have to take care of, you have your job, you have maybe your church you have to go to. So many things you have to do, and you just feel overwhelmed with all the responsibility. How about if you lack focus or clarity? You're just going through day to day and you're not really sure where you're going and you can't really focus on what you really want. Or maybe you feel like that you feel self-doubt. Maybe you don't have the confidence that you used to have or you want to have or you see other people have. So that's something that happened to me, because from that financial loss, I lost all my confidence. I said, I lost so much money. I was in so much debt. How can I go out and do business? How can I go out and tell people, yeah, do business with me when I lost so much money? And there's a lot of self-doubt there and a lot of lack of confidence. Think about these things. Like, what are the problems? Because you identify what it is. That's the first place you want to start, is to be aware of where you are so that you know where you want to go. So what am I saying? I'm saying that you are not alone, because I have been there personally. So if you feel that you are losing hope, then just know that you're not alone. And I've been there. I've been there before. So you may be asking, why am I doing this? Why is David Wong doing this? Does he need the money? No, I don't need the money. I have several very successful businesses that are very profitable. My main business is not teaching people how to be successful or teaching people how to, do this, recover from any of their current situations. So I don't need to be doing webinars like this, okay? It's just that through my suffering, like I said, I realized and experienced how it feels to hit rock bottom. And I don't want to see you or any other people needlessly suffer. So I really want to help people who are where I used to be to become where I am now or even further. And I think one of the things about me is I really care about people, and sometimes too much, that sometimes I extend myself a little bit too much to people because I care. So that's why I'm doing this. All right. So here's what I learned from my journey. My journey from sick, broke, depressed, to becoming very healthy, very happy, and very fulfilled, and to become very successful financially as well. So I want to show you what my journey. So the first secret, how to have true success and happiness. Now, what is true success? Tell me if you think that this is correct. True success is excellence in all areas of life. And true happiness is in the pursuit and not the attainment thereof. Let me say that again. True success is the excellence in all areas of life. And true happiness is in the pursuit and not the attainment thereof. Let me show you what true success is not and true happiness is not. If you want to just